Yeah, it's been a long week. And look, I feel you, bud. But gather around, folks, because it is time for us to go around the hockey world and check out everything worth another look. From the hits, and we had some big ones, to staring down the fans.
Look at me, sure. I'm the captain now.
Pigeons in the arena, the glass coming out, some incredible sound bites.
What in the wide world of sports is going on around here?
That's a meal, buddy. That's a full-on meal.
A little bit of PP.
That was nasty.
Alles gut zum Guberstag.
Yeah, close enough.
Amazing goals, amazing saves, and so much more. So, with Halloween around the corner, I think we should start there with the Joseph brothers, who had an all-time costume. Dressed up as the White Chicks, and if you've seen the movie, I'd say it's pretty spot on. Sticking with the theme, check out this ice from the ECHL K-Wings. They painted it orange. I just had never seen anything like that before. Then here we've got what has to be the best fan costume of the year.
Let's go!
And lastly, on the Halloween theme, this is the most Canadian thing of all time. The footage here isn't great, but apparently this guy was arrested for drunk driving a Zamboni while dressed as a kangaroo. Don't be Zamboniing under the influence. But from there, let's go over to Calgary, where earlier this month, Andersson scored his first of the year before he stared down this Vancouver fan who's like, really, dude? But then, Battle of Alberta, and he, of course, had to do it again. Ooh. Boo! When he scored again against the Penguins this week, you already knew, as this poor guy even got the head tap from a fan. However, after Russ would go on to even things up shortly after, this guy got his revenge. That's right, how do you like it? In the end though, as the Pens did what they've been doing, unfortunately, my fellow Pens brother had to concede the battle. But not conceding anything anytime soon, Rasmus Andersson would score again against Winnipeg, and you better believe he stared down a Jets fan. But you see the confidence in that chuckle she has? Because speaking of the Jets, oh sorry, this isn't football, the Winnipeg Jets are off to an incredible 8-0 start. Now on the other side of that, the Sharks, who debuted their new power play strat this week. Yes, this was on a power play. In Vegas, Vanacek decided to come way out of his net, play it, which would of course lead to Carlson scoring a shorty. The Sharks are the first team in NHL history with back-to-back 0-9 starts.
9 straight losses, or just what do you say to that?
Yeah, it's embarrassing. Truly embarrassing.
Then heading to Colorado, we got a hilarious sequence. Ottawa's Forsberg between the pipes had his blade come off, and it just so happened to be at the end of a lengthy shift, so able to give the boys some rest. However, it wound up taking so long that they said, all right, Ullmark, you gotta go in, which he did just that. He came in, made all of one save, and then at the very next whistle, Forsberg was seemingly now good to go. So he came back in while Ullmark admired his one save. Well, very next whistle, it's Forsberg knocking at the door again as Ullmark's services were once again needed.
What in the wide world of sports is going on around here? They got to make a run to the Home Depot. Go to the fastener section, right? Oh, I'd love to go to the fastener section.
So while Forsberg was laid down, Ullmark played for all of maybe another 60 seconds, but this revolving door of goalies wasn't over yet. Whistle goes again, and again, for the 4th time, we had a goalie change.
Most bizarre things I've ever seen.
And it was another wild week for the goalies. Skinner was out there breakdancing, Stolars was yeeting sticks. Nedeljkovic realized you can't get scored on if you just pull the net down. Look at Besser's reaction. Swayman, well, just listen.
Swayman sour at the linesman.
And Vasilevsky was out there giving snow showers. Oh, sorry, did I get you? Which didn't exactly work out for him as he wound up getting a rare yank from the net. Life comes at you quick sometimes because even worse, the next game and Capitals forward Lapierre gave him a real nice snow dusting right up in the face. And while over in Jersey, Allen was left dumbfounded when Moser clearing a puck caught a stanchion just just right and banked one in from long range. Poor guy. We did also, of course, get some incredible saves this week. Lindgren here in tight, able to get some leather on it. Then in New York, it's Bobrovsky on the follow-up shot, somehow able to banana split kick this one out. Over in Anaheim, check this out. Everyone thought it was in.
And he scores!
But Dostal got just enough for it to go bar down and somehow stayed out. It's a game of inches, and Frost could tell you all about it. He was maybe an inch shy of tucking this one in to tie the game. Similarly, in St. Louis, it was Hellebuck in the dying seconds, just able to get across as he denied Schenn the game-tying goal. I don't know if skill or luck, but Skinner shut down Natchez, who could not believe his eyes. And with the Yankees in the World Series, the Rangers tandem showed us their glove work as Quick with a phenomenal one against the Ducks, and then Igor against the Panthers had an unbelievable one himself, sticking with it to rob Verhaeghe in tight. But from there, let's roll through some quick ones. Now, Hughes in the past has had some trouble when talking about the power play.
I'm playing really well in the PP, and, works. Pretty excited seeing him out there too, so.
And it happened again.
A little bit of PP, and obviously really good to have him in the room. He's one of the good guys in the team to have in the locker room, so.
Here, Hudson with a flip pass that was a little too on the nose. Vegas exec George McPhee in Ottawa was real upset at what he was seeing. Over in Calgary, Carrier caught Mackenzie Weegar right in the family jewels.
A little bit of PP.
Back in New York, again, they had pigeons on the ice just chilling out before puck drop. And there you go. Feeling a little better now. Good to see. Back in Toronto, it was Stolars with a great save and Benoit with the own goal. And so with that, how about we check out some of the better goals this week? Giroux first with the soccer-style settling of the puck, and then the finish, elevating it for a beauty. Over in Dallas, it was the captain with a crazy one. Bunts it out of the air and then bats it out of midair. Crazy hand-eye. But who needs hand-eye when you have face-chest? This one clipped Lowry in the face, then went off of Niederreiter's chest and eventually in. Hey, doesn't matter how, just how many. Then check this out. From the AHL, Jeremy Poirier showing some unbelievable footwork in a shootout goal I haven't seen anything quite like. Heading back to the NHL though, in Boston, Beecher with a no-look pass to the front of the net was something special.
Buddy, no look from the corner? Are you kidding? That was nasty.
And we also got the most Tkachuk goal a Tkachuk could have. Matthew Tkachuk, first accidentally on purpose running Varlamov, who whacks at him, but he says, thank you very much, comes around to give him a check. Puck eventually comes in off the post. Tkachuk barrels right through him and scores as he is invisibly pushed into Varlamov some more and even gives him an extra at the end. If you're wondering, no goalie interference somehow. And finally, who doesn't love some empty net drama? In Detroit, up a goal, they send one down. Rasmussen beats them all to tuck it in, and while he does, he also bodies Hughes in the process. Jack, in such a hurry, didn't see the road sign and ran himself right into a moose. Rasmussen proceeds to stare him down with the twig back and scream in his face. And so with that, how about we take a look at the rougher side of the game? This week, we had the return of the Trouba train, who laid an absolutely devastating hit on Justin Barron. We had Zadorov lowering the boom on Dodonov. MacDermid with a thunderous hit on Romanov, popping the lid and everything. And lastly, in New York, Radko Gudas with, my goodness, just a devastating hit on Cerrick. But while the hits were big, is this the NHL or UFC? Not only did we get Tavares with the armbar, the Leafs showed us their ground game throughout the week. Domi and Gergensen going at it, and finally Lazar body slamming Geekus over in New Jersey. From there, let's get a few more quick ones in. In Tampa, it was Glendening off to the races, gets off a shot and goes flying into the net. He went up and over Lindgren in a crazy sequence as a fight completely unrelated broke out immediately. Hockey. We learned Slavkovsky really doesn't like losing. He lost the quiz on maple syrup, so...
Talk about,
I'm the champ
okay,
at
let's
maple
talk
syrup.
about brinzové halušky. What do you know about that?
I know what it is. Brinzové halušky.
That's a meal, buddy. That's a full-on meal.
But Montreal also learned why you play to the whistle. After New York sends one down, Canadians expecting the icing, but no whistle, and the Rangers would pounce. The defenders let up for some reason, watched the puck, and watched Brodzinski score in the process. This week it was Leon Draisaitl's birthday, and so Gene Principe decided to sing it to him in German.
Alles Gute zum Geburtstag, viel Glück. There you go. Alles gut zum Geburtstag.
Yeah, close enough. Pretty good.
In Columbus, Juracek into the boards and the glass came popping out and hit the cameraman. It just so happened it was also his birthday. Oh man, but guys, I'm looking at the time and I think I gotta call it. So let's end with a wholesome one in Vancouver. Arshdeep Bains, the local boy with his first in the big league, and the Canucks faithful would give him a standing up.
A terrific feeling for Arshdeep Bains. Congratulations.
A real nice moment there. And so, as always, thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate it very much, and I'll see you in the next one.